Prepare for the practice of Yoga Nidra. Lying down on the back in Shavasana, please make sure that you have everything that you need to be comfortable throughout the practice. This may be a cushion to put under the knees to support the back, and it may also be a blanket to keep yourself warm as the body temperature will drop throughout the practice. Lying on the back in Shavasana, with the legs about hip width apart, all tension is released from the legs and the feet gently flop to the sides. The arms are a little bit away from the body with the palms facing the sky. The head and neck are aligned with the spine, and you may like to tuck in your chin just a little to check for this alignment. There's balance between the left and the right side of the body. Take a long deep inhalation now, a long deep yogic breath in, and as you exhale, release the body into the floor. And take another long deep inhalation now, and this time when you exhale, release any remaining tension in the body, paying particular attention to the face, releasing any remaining expression on the face, releasing any tension in the jaw or even in the muscles behind the eyes. Just let it all go. And feel the body's contact against the floor. Feel the heels against the floor. Feel the back of the legs and the buttocks against the floor. Feel the contact of the back of the hands and the arms and shoulders against the floor. And feel the back and the spine and the back of the neck against the floor. And feel the back of the head and its contact against the floor. And feel all of these points of contact and observe how they all create just one singular point of contact between the body and the floor. And become aware of sound now. First, become aware of sounds that are way off in the distance. Don't try and identify or name any sounds. Just move your awareness from one sound to the next as you hear it. And move the sound awareness a little closer now to the sounds outside the room where you are. Again, just moving the awareness from sound to sound. And move the sound awareness even closer now to the sounds inside the room where you are. Again, just moving the awareness from one sound to the next. Move the awareness now to sounds inside the body, beginning with the sound and the sensation of the heartbeat. And now move the sound awareness to the sound and the sensation of the natural breath. Release the sound awareness now and call to mind your Sankalpa or positive intention if you have one. Mentally repeat it 3 times now. And if you don't have a Sankalpa, leave some space because it may emerge on its own. We'll now rotate the awareness around the body. Listen to my instructions, and when I say the name of a body part, place your awareness there, visualize that part, and mentally repeat the name of that part. We'll begin first with the right side of the body and the right hand thumb. First finger, second, third, little finger, palm of the right hand, back of the right hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the chest, right waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, heel, ankle, sole of the right foot, top of the right foot, right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Moving now to the left side of the body with the left hand thumb, first finger, second, third, and little finger, palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the chest, left waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, heel, ankle, sole of the left foot, top of the left foot, left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Now, moving our focus to the back of the body, beginning with the heels, the back of the legs, the buttocks, the small of the back, the middle of the back, the shoulder blades, the space behind, the space between the shoulder blades, the back of the neck, and the entire spinal column, the back of the head, and the crown of the head. And moving now around to the face, please focus on the forehead, the temples, the eyebrows, and the eyebrow center, the eyes, the ears, the cheeks, the nose, the lips, the jaw, the chin, the throat, the collarbones, and the pit of the throat, the right side of the chest, the left side of the chest, the center of the chest, the left side of the abdomen, right side of the abdomen, and the navel, the right side of the pelvis, the left side of the pelvis, and the groin, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, and both legs together, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, and both arms together, the whole torso, the whole neck, the whole head, the whole front of the body, the whole back of the body, and the whole body. Have a sense now, all at once, the whole body. Release the body rotation now. Bring the awareness back to the natural breath and observe just how subtle the natural breath has now become. And observe the rise and fall of the navel in response to the natural breath. And we'll now add a visualization to the natural breath. And this visualization is aligned with our theme for this Yoga Nidra practice. Theme for this practice is to increase Santosha. And so, with this in mind, allow your breathing to be slow and rhythmic and effortless. And with every inhalation, visualize that every inhalation is filling you with a gentle golden light of contentment or Santosha. And every exhalation releases any grasping or striving, leaving only acceptance and deep appreciation for this very moment. So breathing in golden light of contentment and exhaling any discontent. Continue with this visualization along with the natural breath. And if the mind wanders, remember to use the breath just like an anchor and bring it back to this practice. Release the breath visualization now and instead observe the following opposite sensations. You are allowing yourself to feel and experience these opposite sensations. The body is feeling heavier and heavier. The body feels so heavy, it feels like it's made out of concrete and it is pressing against the floor. The body is feeling heavier and heavier. You feel it pressing against the floor. Release this feeling of heaviness now and replace it instead with a feeling of lightness. The body's feeling lighter and lighter. It feels so light, it feels like it's barely touching the floor. It feels like it's almost hovering above the floor. The body feels so light, it feels as light as a cloud that could drift right away. Release this feeling of lightness now. Replace it instead with a feeling of heat. The body's feeling hotter and hotter. The body feels so hot, it feels like it's outside in the sun in a sweltering summer's day. The body's feeling hotter and hotter, like it's outside in the sun on a sweltering summer's day. Release this feeling of heat now and replace it instead with a feeling of coolness. The body's feeling colder and colder. The body feels as though it's jumped into a cool lake. The body's feeling cooler and cooler, as though it's jumped into a cool, refreshing lake. Release this feeling of coolness now and release all of these sensations completely, allowing the body to come back to a state of equilibrium. And instead, come to the space of the mind, the space behind the closed eyes, this space called Chittakash. And in this space, see, imagine, visualize, and create the following objects and images. You are lying on a soft blanket of grass in a sunlit meadow. It's early summer and the warmth of the sun rests gently on your skin, wrapping you in a comforting embrace. Above you, the sky is an endless blue canvas, free of any worries or clouds, just like your mind is becoming. Birds sing softly in the distance, and the melody of their calls merges with the whisper of a light breeze rustling through the leaves of nearby trees. The air is filled with the scent of wildflowers, earthy and sweet, and hints of lavender and chamomile drift towards you. You feel a deep sense of belonging and ease here, lying on the earth. The ground beneath you feels supportive and nurturing, almost as though the earth itself is cradling you, allowing you to let go even more. And as you rest, the sun's rays seem to fill your heart, warming you from the inside out, and the feeling of gratitude grows within you, spreading to every part of your being. You feel grateful for the softness of the grass beneath you, for the expansive sky above, and for the air that moves in and out of your body, giving you life. Slowly, your awareness expands beyond the meadow. You see a river flowing gently nearby, and the sunlight dancing across the surface of the water looks like 1,000 shimmering stars. You can hear the soft murmur of the water as it moves, a peaceful reminder of the continuous flow of life. You understand that everything is exactly as it should be, and you allow yourself to relax even further into this realization. A feeling of Santosha, contentment washes over you, as though the river itself has carried it to you. You realize that you need nothing more than what you have right now. The warmth of the sun, the earth beneath you, the air in your lungs, and the peaceful flow of the river, all of this is enough. And you stay and retain this feeling of contentment, knowing that this sense of completeness is always within you. Like the meadow, it exists within your heart, ready to be returned to whenever you need it. A perfect place of ease, wholeness, and peace. And keeping this feeling of contentment within you, you call to mind your Sankalpa, or positive intention if you have one. Mentally repeat it 3 times now. And begin to feel the breath again in the body. Allow the breath to deepen a little. And as you do, observe the movement it creates in the body. Observe how on the inhalation, it moves the back against the floor. Check in with your body now and observe how you feel right at this very moment. The practice of Yoga Nidra is coming to a close. Begin to remember the details of the room that you are in. Remember the time of day and begin to hear the sounds of the world around you, and remember the world attached to those sounds. Make small movements with the fingers and the toes, allowing the body to gently externalize. Begin to move and stretch in a way that's right for you. You may like to raise the arms above the head for a full body stretch, or hug the knees to the chest and give the back a gentle massage, or even roll onto the right side for a few moments. And then when it's right for you, keeping the eyes closed or downcast, come up to a comfortable sitting position, moving very slowly and mindfully to retain the peaceful state that you have created. And now, in a sitting position, bring the awareness to the eyebrow center. And at this point, visualize a steady candle flame and allow the glow of that candle flame to cascade throughout the body, filling you with even more contentment. And now we'll conclude our Yoga Nidra practice by chanting Om 3 times and Om Shanti. Breathing in for Om chanting. Om. 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 Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat.